let's make it pop. Hi, it's Matthew Reinhart here, and today we're going to make a pop-up Easter basket. I like to call it the Peekaboo Bunny basket, and it's really cool. So let's get started. You're going to need 2 pieces of regular white cardstock, some crayons to color with, or maybe some colored pencils, glue, a large paper clip, just like this, a ruler to use the straight edge, and then of course some scissors to cut out all our pieces. Let's get going. Before you get started, print out the PDF onto your 2 pieces of cardstock from the link down below in the description box. Using your ruler and the large paper clip, you're going to press along each of the dotted lines. You're going to lay your ruler along those lines and then press with the edge of your large paper clip. And just carefully press with our paper clip along each of the dotted lines. The reason why we're scoring these dotted lines, these are going to be where all the folds are for our pop-up and the craft that we're making. So when we score with something like a paper clip, what it does is it helps sort of break the paper fibers, and it makes it easier for that paper to fold. And we want it to fold along specific parts. So that's why we're doing this with a ruler. Scoring, scoring, all of the pieces of pop-ups, scoring. Okay, I'll stop singing. The next step is to cut out all the pieces with your pair of scissors. Be very careful you don't cut yourself. And take your time and cut along all the solid black lines. Cutting is cool, cutting is so cool. I love to cut pieces of pop-ups, woo! Make sure that you take your time and that you don't cut any of the dotted lines, only along the solid black lines. Now, some of these pieces, like this one, has a slot in the middle of it. And how do we cut that out? Well, what I do is I just slightly fold it like that. See how I did that? Folded it. And I'm going to use my scissors to kind of cut a hole for me to cut into. There we go. Now I can slip my scissors in there and cut out that very thin rectangle. That's what's called a slot. When we're building it, another piece is going to go in and slide through that little slot. Cut out the rest of the pieces. Just a little bit more to go. Cutting all the pieces. Like to cut out all my pop-up pieces. Yeah, yeah. Remember, only to cut along the solid black lines. Now there's this box here that we also need to cut out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it just like this, just like kind of like I did before. But what's cool is this piece, it's the same on both sides. So all I have to do is follow along the black line on one side, just like this. And now we should have that area cut out. And there's a little bit extra on the bottom. Maybe I'll take my scissors and just get rid of that very carefully. Just that little sliver. Now we've got all our pieces cut out. We can start gluing. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. All right, let's get going. Now I'm going to just fold along all those lines that we scored with our paper clip. Just going to make sure that they fold nicely so that they're already pre-folded. This piece has a lot of folds on it. I just want to make sure they all fold very easily and along the line, the dotted line. Just very carefully kind of push it up and push it back. Now I'm going to start gluing some of the pieces together. First, these 2 pieces, we're going to glue them together. And you can see where some of these tabs match up. We're going to slide the piece through just like that. Now watch me do it again. I'm going to slide it through just like that. And see where those gray spots, see how those shapes match those tabs? We're going to glue them right over those gray spots. So we're going to put some glue. Now don't get a big glob of it, but spread it out nicely. Put them in place and then press down. And now just let it dry for a second. Now you can see, wow, it's starting to move and it's starting to pop up. Let's build this other part. to attach it. See how that gray shape is the same shape as the tab on the bottom of our moving pop-up piece? Again, I'm going to place some glue over that gray spot and nicely line it up. See how I've lined it up? Pressing it right down in place, just like this. See, I'm holding it. All right, okay, right, all right. So now, that's how our pop-up piece is going to be attached. If you see, when it moves, the bottom piece stays stable. This little piece here needs to glue in the back. There isn't a gray mark for it, but I'm just showing you. This little tab needs a little glue on it. Press it down, hold it in place. This makes our pop-up a little stronger. Now, you can see it still is going to pop up and it won't move as readily. Now there's one little piece that needs to actually go in this big square slot, just like this. See how that fits right there? And see how the area, that little square, I'm gonna put some glue right on that little gray square. And then push the top of our pop. This is gonna be kind of like the little handle that makes our pop-up move. It also kind of looks like the top of an egg. I'm just gonna line it up just right. See how I've got it lined up right down the edge? Oh, wait a minute, I didn't do it right because there's still a little gray showing under there. So cover up all that gray. See, that's exactly where it should glue in place. Press it down, let it dry for a second. See, there it is under there. Pressed it down, letting it dry. Don't use too much glue. Now, when we pull that top part, our pop-up activates. Look at that. There's something underneath that is hidden. It's time to start coloring because the last part, when we make the basket, we won't be able to color on it, so we need to color it while it's still all flat. Ooh, I love coloring so much. All right, this top part, when it's closed, it kind of, to me, looks like an Easter egg. We also have to color along these areas. That's going to go there. That's going to be part of the basket. First, I'm going to color the egg shape, and I love decorating eggs. I've got to post those pictures of my eggs I decorated this weekend. They're pretty cool. Put some little flowers on there. It does look like an egg. Oh, that's so pretty. I love Easter. Oh yeah. Oh, what could I put inside the egg? Now last week I made one that was it was a chickie. You know, we forgot about the Easter bunny this time around. A little cute, some big fluffy ears, and big blue eyes. Oh, look, he's winking. Oh, hi there, Mr. Easter Bunny. I'm not going to sing any Easter songs. I don't know you. A little nose, happy little smile, some whiskers. Oh, look how cute that is. Bam! Easter Bunny right inside the egg. Look at that. What a surprise. Peekaboo. That's pretty neat. I think though, see these little tabs here? They kind of look like paws to me. And I think I'm gonna color them to be like little bunny paws. Like he's holding the basket. They flip over kind of like that. Oh, he's so cute. And now I need to color on the opposite side. See where all these gray marks are? We don't want to color on that side. We want to color on the opposite side where it's all white. Turn it right over just like that. Now we can decorate the outside. Some grass. I haven't had to mow the lawn in so long because I live in New York and I don't have a lawn. I'm going to put some little leaves and stems. And since it's spring, I'll put lots of nice, pretty flowers in there. You can almost smell them. Now, the last part of attaching this bottom piece, that actually the basket, we're going to glue. See this shaped glue tab right here? It's gray. Put a little glue on that gray area and see how it's the same shape. I gotta line it up just right. Take your time, and I press it down and make sure that it's drying. So that's part one. See how that's attached? Now I'm on the inside of the little tab here that I colored the bunny's little paw. It's gonna go on this other edge. We're gonna pull it up and bend. It's gonna go on the other edge. See how that is? I'm gonna hold it in place. And now we're starting to see how it's going to be built into the sides of the baskets. Now there's another little gray area. We're going to put some glue just right there. And that matches the shape of this little tab here in the front. So I'll place it right over it, just like that. Hold it in place. Hold it there for a couple minutes. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere because we don't want our basket falling apart. White glue dries fairly quickly, but you gotta give it a little bit of time, even if it's just a minute of holding it in place. Now, just like the other side, I'm going to put some glue on this tab, and there should be a gray area that lines up with it. See, those are the same size, so we'll just stick that right there and hold it together. I'll pinch it together and hold it in place. Gotta be patient. Be patient. See that? That's exactly how that tab glues down. Now the last tab we're going to glue in place, it's the other paw-shaped tab, and it's glue on the outside of our basket. See, that's where it should go, in that space. And I'll hold it, line it up just right. Wow, look at that, it works. It's a peekaboo bunny basket, look at that. So, and look at, like, I'll ask myself what I think of it. Hey, Matthew, what do you think of it? Oh, it looks great. I can't wait for Easter. And what's really cool is you can put all kinds of candy and stuff in it and give it to someone. What a surprise. Maybe I'll just take a little bit more. I want some more candy. Maybe just a bit more. There, that should be good enough.
Okay, we're done. Awesome. Did you make a really cool pop? Oh, come on, I want to see it. So feel free to post a picture or a movie of your pop. You can just go to the links down in the description box below and post them. Share your pop-up creation with the universe. But if you're a kid, be sure you ask an adult before you post anything on social media, okay? If you like making this pop and you want more, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Until next time, keep it poppin'.